Well, good morning, folks. It is Steve here at the Steve Comic Express. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. It is Saturday and it is chilly, 37 degrees. We have some snow in the forecast for a while. and that's where we're at. And I know many have probably had a great Thanksgiving. And I had a rough start. Got a little bit of food poisoning, not on Thanksgiving, just before it, and just barely made it to a Thanksgiving dinner, let me tell you. But we do know the responsible culprit. I'm not here to mention names right now. It is in the Department of Health because I am one of 3 from that location. So anyway, excuse me. AutoStreetBySteve.com. We are on the final throes of Christmas drawings, and then I move on to, believe it or not, already getting Valentine's orders. So hopefully you'll partake in that and contact me if you want some. And also, we are going to be talking about some of the craziest stuff I've seen coming from the Democrat Party, and I think that all the gloves are off, and they want us dead for power. They really do. I mean, it's obvious, folks. We got a lot to talk about. Download Upside, use my promo code 6MMJUU, and you get a bonus for pumping gas for the first time. But you'll always get paid for pumping gas. You always get paid for going out and eat to-go food when you check in the app and see if it's sponsored, as well as shopping and whatnot. And a few days later, you see money appear in your app, and you can transfer that over your bank book at any given time. And you can put that into your debit account, PayPal, gift cards, Amazon, and the like, and never get charged a fee. Now, if you're smart and you own an Apple Card, or one of those cards that give you points, well, you can use it like a debit card, folks. And you can go ahead and do your purchases through I use Apple because it's daily cash. And I purchase my gas and food and whatnot with the Apple Card. Go ahead and use the Upside. I'll get paid with Upside. I'll get paid with the Apple Card. I'll pay the Apple Card expense right away, so it was a debit card. So that won't last within the next few seconds. It's off and I get cash. See, I gave you a hint. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that good stuff to you. All right, folks, let's get on with it. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden has really messed this country up. The Democrats have messed this country up. Mayorkas has messed this country up. Good morning, John. A lot of people have messed this country up, and we have to do a lot of pushback to do so. I mean, even Afghanistan with Abbey Gate, we lost all those 13 military personnel because of that debacle at Abbey Gate, Afghanistan, if you remember. I guess with that debacle, we're still paying for it, as we now have one National Guards person. She has passed. And we got one fighting for his life. And meanwhile, we've got the seditious 6 out there pushing for more of it. Now, if you don't think the Democrats will want power back at any and all costs, including your life, ours, then you're sadly mistaken. The Democrat parties are full-on war with its own country. You think about why the hell they let these people into our country illegally. They're killing our own people. People that are dead in our country, our citizens are dead, that don't need to be dead, simply because people are here that shouldn't have been here, and they would have been alive if they not been here. 0 crossings, folks, with Donald Trump. Oh, but the Democrat Party, they don't stop. They pay no attention to Joe Biden's health and decline right from his very first days of even campaigning. They hit him in the basement. His decline was even prior to him getting sworn in as president. And then they're quick to point fingers at at Donald Trump saying he's declining. I don't see the decline. Donald Trump has news conferences daily. Daily, he's meeting with the press. Daily, he's doing something. Flying here, flying there. You had Marco Rubio taking on his own plane back and not on Air Force One because he needed to get some sleep because Donald Trump doesn't. The press even complains about the fact that they don't get sleep. Who's in decline? I think the people in the press, I think the people in the press are so in decline, they want sleep. You know, folks, I find it so ironic that the Democrat Party lost on a message, lost on finding something to get Donald Trump with. I don't hear too much about the Epstein files anymore. I really don't. Still don't hear anything about the Epstein files. Good morning, Richard. Marsha, good morning. You want to know why you don't hear anything about the Epstein files? Because it didn't work. Now it's on them. It turned on them. Oh, no, we don't want this anymore. You Democrats had the files for 4 years. You did everything, including throwing bullets in the direction of Donald Trump, and you didn't want to release the Epstein files. And why is that? Why is that? And now that they're being released and Donald Trump called you bluff and actually you took his bait, you took the bait, swallowed it, and then when released, now you're all upset. All those Photoshop photos of Donald Trump and Epstein are such a joke. I haven't seen one real photo of Donald Trump with Epstein posted that hasn't been photoshopped on the social media yet. I put them, every photo I see, I put them through the program, and it determines and even shows the stitching and where it was, and even the errors in the photo. You ought to get it. I pay for that. It's not a free app, but I use the app for other things other than detecting Photoshop stuff. But I pay for it. I don't care. I'm a digital contributor, and so therefore I have to pay the fee in order to put out good content. Oh, but now he's in decline. Really? Where were you 4 years? And then he went into a debate, and we knew what the debate results were going to be. And then all of a sudden, you took him out of the campaign after he won a primary, and you threw Kamala Harris in, the girl who never won a primary for the presidential race, never even had a vote, threw her in as a presidential candidate. And you wonder why she lost. She lost because she's stupid. She's not smart. Oh, but you turned in the racist card. You did everything you could to turn the tables around. But now, Donald Trump is in decline. He's 80 years old, folks. And he's doing a hell of a lot more than a whole bunch of 80-year-old people I know of. 80 years old, my dear friends. That says a lot. But then again, the Democrat Party will lead you to believe he's a dictator. I don't know, where does he get the energy to be a dictator if he's in decline? Can you see hypocrisy from your homes? Are you too stupid to realize the hypocrisy even in that statement, ladies and gentlemen? How could you be a dictator and be in decline? Really? Why don't you go back and pull up Joe Biden's daily records, daily bookings for the day, and pull out Donald Trump's and see where we're going. He goes on a European trip, comes back and does Easter eggs. Not Easter, does turkeys, I'm sorry. Then he did Easter eggs too. The guy's all over the place. He doesn't stop. But you want us to think he's in decline. No, he isn't, folks. Donald Trump isn't in decline. Not even a little bit. Yeah. Haven't got a message. I want everybody to believe you. You guys are not going to win the midterms. You know it. You don't even have a way to fix this country. All your rhetoric is nothing about making America great again. And besides, what are you going to do better than Donald Trump is doing? What are you going to do? Bring back open borders? Bring back wokeism? Bring back trans in the classroom? Bring back cutting children's genitalia off? Bring back killing women's sports and putting men in female bathrooms? What do you want to do? You want to bring that all back and put it on steroids? Is that your idea for America? Is that the better America? The Democrat Party, you can't. There's nothing. No tax on tips effective as of January 1st. No tax on your Social Security effective as of January 1st for seniors. No tax on overtime effective as of January 1st. The Democrat Party, when they shut down America, wanted the Republicans to vote that all away. So they could have a say that they took it. Donald Trump gave up on his promise. They were hoping that we would take the bait, and the Republicans stood firm. What do you got, Democrats, other than your seditious six? And you got Elisa Slotkin out there saying that the National Guard's going to shoot at you randomly. And Mark Kelly out there. And both of those two, Mark Kelly and Elisa, are both sucking it up with George Soros' son, pictures and all. They're not photoshopped. What are you going to offer us, Democrats, other than hate Donald Trump? You got Rosie O'Donnell, whose psychiatrist told her, quit talking about Donald Trump. And she's talking about Donald Trump. You left the country because you don't like Donald Trump, but you keep talking about Donald Trump. Why? Because your ugly face is so unpopular that you want to be popular, so therefore you're posting only to be popular, only in your own party. Rosie, you've lost. Just stay away. You're not an American anymore as far as we're concerned. You left us. You voted to destroy America, then you moved out of the country. And then you're unhappy because we're saving America. Go figure. Anybody else want to leave besides her and Ellen DeGenerate? That's right, Ellen DeGenerate. Anybody else want to leave the country? Please do. Hurry up. Goodbye. Get out. It's apparent to me every day, folks, every single day. It's apparent to me. Democrat Party has more than lost its way. They have declared war. They declared war, and now with National Guardsmen, one fighting for his life, one dead, and the Democrat Party says what they say. I've seen posts that are glad that the woman that National Guards woman died, that they deserved it. They're there doing a job. They cut down the crime in Washington, D.C. You even have the mayor of that town came out and said, not that they deserved it, but that's what's been unnecessary. Why? What did you do to make crime better in Washington, D.C., Miss Mayor? What did you do? But I could tell you now what's happening. Folks. Democrat Party's being exposed more and more every day. And soon, and very soon, Democrat Party will have nothing. We are recognizing the Democrat Party as nothing but a terrorist organization in this country. They have terrorized America, terrorized females, terrorized children, killing infants in the womb, killing infants out of the womb, killing Americans with illegal aliens, calling for the death of our leaders, calling for the assassination of people with a different opinion. Have I made anything up? Everything I just said, have I made anything up? All of the rhetoric has led to the death of Americans. We got CDL licenses given out to illegal aliens who cannot even speak the language, have on the road, have killed our Americans, illegal aliens, taking away health care, and even veterans on the street don't even have. And you're giving them to illegal aliens. Why? Because you wanted your districts all beefed up so you could have congressional seats. That's all it was. It was power. Power at the cost of American lives, ladies and gentlemen. And when Donald Trump sends in the troops to try to bring order back to the streets, the Democrats push back and they have blood on their hands. And the voters of Democrats, knowing all they do, because now you have a longer runway to understand what the Democrat Party's about. And if you're still voting Democrat, you are part of the problem. You have blood on your hands. You are causing the death of Americans. It's all you. Because now you've got all the history before you. You have everything before you. Everything, all the proof you ever needed. Everything I've said to you. Open borders, killing Americans, people like Laken Riley dead, female sports being eradicated by men, female identity gone, men in female bathrooms, assaulting females, killing babies in and out of the womb casually by the millions. Millions. Over 70 million. Our service personnel being killed. And now you're asking our service personnel to disregard their orders. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? This is the Democrat Party. And they're calling for the assassination of our leaders. Us too. And Charlie Kirk, they danced on his grave. An insurance company executive danced on his grave. Almost killed Steve Scalise. One serviceman fighting for his life. The Democrat Party has nothing in their minds other than hate. Hate, division, more killing. If you're voting for a Democrat right now, then you are part of the problem and you have blood on your hands. And, you ought to go tell the priest in the confessional booth that you contributed to murder. You were an accessory to the crime. You ought to do that. Because there's no blood on my hands, because I've never voted for a Democrat in my life, and I never, ever will. Even if it was my own child, I would tell you to your face and swear on the Bible, I will never, ever, ever vote for a Democrat. Ever, never in my life. When they throw sand on my casket, it'll be a conservative, true and true. Proud Tea Party member, proud MAGA member, proud conservative Republican. All the way. And so what are you going to do about it? Hate me? Go ahead. Never going to hurt me. I'm laughing all the way to the bank and you're complaining. And that makes me happy. So anyway, folks, have a nice day. It's been fun. We'll see you tomorrow.